Hi guys, Kira Schaefer here, and so glad that you're joining me. I want to talk to you today a little bit about the Disney method. This is a method that's used in NLP to help us to make our dreams reality, which is really a fun and easy process. So the first thing we want to do is just talk a little bit about where it came from. The Disney method came from Walt Disney himself, and Walt Disney believed that we had three people in us. And those three people are the dreamer, the realist, and the critic. And most of the time, we get a feeling and an inkling of a dream. And then immediately our critic says, no. Our critic goes, you know what, I'm sure somebody else has done that. Maybe, do you really think you're smart enough? I don't know. Let's just go watch some television. And the thing is that the critic is actually unresourceful at that point. So what we want to do is we want to just have a new process for helping you make your dreams reality. So what we want to do is first, we want to look at our dreamer. And I'm a huge dreamer. I love to dream big. And Todd, my husband, is just great at helping me ground those ideas and build in a really good structure. It's something that we're really great at together. And I'm really appreciative of him for that as well, because he is just so amazing. And so what I like to do is just talk a little bit about how the dreamer works. When we step into the dreamer persona, the dreamer is like, anything's possible. Walt Disney, he said, well, I think I want to create a little mouse that dances across the screen, and it just dances right into everyone's hearts. And then from that, he created a billion-dollar corporation. All the movies and theme parks and all these kinds of things. And it's just absolutely, amazing. Now, maybe you don't have a dream that is that big. I don't think I have a dream that's big, that is that big. However, I do know that it is all very, very, very possible. If we can send a man to the moon, we can do anything we want to do. So, what we want to do first is we think about the dream. What do you want the dream to be? Make it as big as you want. It can be just absolutely enormous. Now think about how wonderful it would be to take and own a jet and move all across the world and go to multiple different places and take your friends and your family and do all of that, or owning a villa in Italy, or maybe I don't know, it could be maybe being able to give back so much to charity that you create new communities and clean fresh water supplies for third world countries. I don't know. Whatever your dream is, it's absolutely perfect and it's just the right one for you. So just think about that dream. And like I said, it can be very, very small. You could just dream about having a more organized home and how good that would feel to have everything be in its place, and how good it'll feel to just have any energy freed up that you're wanting to free up there. Think of your dream. And then go ahead and think about your realist. Now, the realist takes the dreamer and the dreamer's idea, and the realist says, okay, so we're going to do this and we're going to do this, and creates an action plan and creates the foundation, and we're going to need these things and this thing, and and just creates the possibilities. What is this going to look like in 3 months? What is it going to look like in 6 months? How about 5 years? Where are we going to be, and what are we going to be doing? So the realist is absolutely amazing for grounding those imaginative ideas into potentials. Now we have the critic. The critic is also amazing because the critic will then like to come in and give its 2 cents about how it won't work and why you're kind of nuts for even thinking about it. And that's when we tell our critic that's actually not resourceful. We want to say, hey, critic, I get that you have some reservations here, but I would really like it if you just tell us where the wheels will fall off, because a critic is great at that. When we want to make sure that your critic is not attacking you personally or attacking any other member of your team that might be involved in this whole process. So we want to make sure that we say, hey, critic, it's not resourceful for attack, So just tell us where the wheels will fall off. Okay, great. So the critic will say, well, you don't have any money. Okay. So now that brings us to how it works. So now the critic says you don't have any money. All right. So now it goes back to the dreamer, and the dreamer goes, oh my gosh, but I love money, and money is so good, and it helps me buy fun things, and I love to give my money to people, and I love to feel good about the money, and the universe has always provided for me and always gives to me, and I love how the universe always gives me exactly what I need when I need it. It comes through so many different avenues, and I absolutely just totally enjoy feeling so abundant and so creative and so powerful in all of this creation that I'm doing right now, and I've always had enough, and I never go without. Great. Your realist then goes, that was really cute. That was sweet. That was really sweet. Have you looked at your bank account lately? Because, well, I don't know about that. So then the realist starts to come in and say, well, how do I get funding for this project I want to do? Okay. So it goes to the internet. Okay, let's look up how to have money for a project. And then what happens is that your awesome realist mind then goes through and says, oh, well, there's crowdfunding, there's this, and you know what, I have that uncle that really loves me and thinks I'm awesome, so maybe I can go and just ask for a loan, or maybe I can go get a grant, or any of that. So then your realist starts to problem solve, which is what it's really, really great at. Then it goes back to the critic. Well, what else, critic? What else? Where else can the wheels fall off of this? The critic goes, oh, well, you could not have the right manpower for what you're wanting to do. Okay, cool. So we go back to the dreamer. What would be fun? What would be a win-win for everyone? I don't have the manpower. And I don't know how to do this technology thing. What would be fun? Oh, you know what? I love kids. I love kids. And you know what? They are so smart. They're so smart with this technology thing. It would be fun to work with kids. I like kids. The realist goes, oh, wait a minute. Maybe we could pay kids to do some Facebook stuff and Twitter stuff. And you know what? They would love to do it. They're already doing it anyway. And all kids need a little bit of allowance or something. Now, I'm not talking about slave labor. Nobody gets all upset. But just to employ their own creative abilities, helping them to build confidence, helping them to believe in themselves, helping them to do all kinds of things. That'd be more on the dreamer side. Helping. And then, the realist building in a little bit of a structure on how to do that. And then bringing that back to the critic. Okay, what else, critic? What else you got for me? The critic says whatever it says. So this is how we work and use the process and work everything and use it all together. So this is a really fantastic process. You look at your dreamer. What do you want, baby? What do you want? And number two, we look at the realist. How can we pull that into reality? How can we bring that into a real form? What steps can be taken right now in regards to that? And then we look at the critic and we say, hey, we want you to be really resourceful and helpful. Where are the wheels going to fall off of this thing? And then all you do is just keep working through it. Just keep working through the process, and you will, and it'll get easier and easier the more that you do it. It's absolutely fascinating, totally fun, very interesting to step into the different energies of the three. And when you step into that dreamer, it's like a light, airy feeling. When you step into the realist, it's like this, okay, I think I know how that we can make this happen. And when you step into the critic, it's like, hey, you know what? Have you thought about this? This could be something that we could create a whole new process for. How about thinking about this problem? Yeah, this is where the wheels could fall off. Okay, let's bring it all together. So I hope that you enjoyed this time, and I'm so grateful that you allowed me to spend it with you. And if you need anything, you can always let me know. And this is our Disney method, and it's really simple and it's really fun, and I hope that you enjoy it. Thank you so much, and I hope that you have a fantastic day.